What's up, everyone? This is Coach Nate Hartman here. Today, we're going to take a look at Dale Wellman's Nebraska Wesleyan Princeton Offense, particularly run out of the point series. The majority of what they do comes from the point away action. Here we have an entry to the point man who is popped beyond the 3-point line. There's the away action, which is the split away. There's a reject from the offensive player receiving the screen, which then triggers number 24 to pop. He'll usually get the catch and get into the pick and roll action. But here, the defender, you notice how he's off balance. His left foot is heavy. He's leaning. Coach Wellman does a terrific job getting his guys to score out of this double burn, this double backdoor, out of the split. You can see the offensive player plants his foot hard, sets his man up, and the passes are thrown. They throw guys open. So we try to teach, if you see the back of the defender's head, you just like in football, you got to lead the receiver, you got to lead the player on the cut. So he throws this pass right on the dime, and it's finished for the score. Here we have the forwards out entry, which is a handoff, exchange on the other side. Then we go to the brush action. There's a catch. Here the defense is going to switch, which triggers the screener. We would call this our down action, but it triggers the screener in the split to slip the screen against the switch. So you can see there's communication there, switch. Number 44 is following his man out to the corner. The defender guarding number 3 is not in position to defend the slip. Here we have a brush entry, a catch. Here's the away action. Gets a little bit deeper. Denver does a good job of this. The Denver Nuggets, they get a little bit deeper. Now he's setting that screen, more of a back screen kind of on the elbow, which allows for a curl. And then again, here's this double burn. Number 3, again, is playing heavy on the top side. Aggressive defenses will set this offense up. A lot of teams will say, we're playing against the Princeton today. We're going to pressure them. I was listening to a podcast from John Beeline, and he made the comment that pressure creates the Princeton offense. The reads are made based off how the defense is playing. Here the double burn is not thrown. It's not open here, so they get into the zoom action. So it's a dribble handoff. There's an exit screen on the other side, and it's kicked out for the open 3. Here there's a brush entry, dribble handoff, which creates the forwards out. They'll get to this shallow cut. This is something different that I haven't seen, that I haven't taught as well. But there are tendencies where this point man or where this elbow man can get a little too high. When this happens, I noticed that Nebraska Wesleyan will use this shallow cut to get to the away action. Okay, they're going to get to this double burn again. Defender's sleeping a little bit. The offensive player is already taken off in a dead sprint. Number 4 makes a great pass here, throws his guy open, gets the easy score. Forwards out entry, handoff, exchange. I really like the forwards out entry for the motion that it creates, moves the defense. Here we get into the entry. Here's the shallow cut again. There's a reject, double burn, backdoor pass, layup, score. Here comes the away action. Now the other thing, and this is what we tried our second year at the high school, well, our first year as well, but at Middleton, I really tried to get our guy to reject and then post up. So we put one of our better post up players there. First year was a 6'7" guard, Division I guard, Division I wing that we put in this spot and get him to post up out of this spot so they couldn't send easy doubles. The second year we had a really good point guard who was good in the post, was a physical body, and had a lot of mismatches down low, so we would get them posting up on the reject. So we'll reject here, kind of pin, gets a little shot at the front of the rim. That's an undersized guard as well. He's not real big, and he's still getting to that spot to post up. Here's the away action, handoff, and then this turns into a pick and pop. He's got 2 on him. Screener pops, has a wide open look. We go brush entry here. to the away action. Here's the away split. There's a pop, which triggers the screen and roll. There's an exit screen, and then the roll man. You notice the corner number 52 is lifted out of the corner. That is intended to pull his defender up with him. Here, his defender does a pretty good job staying there and playing help, but it's a good pass up high to number 4 for the finish. Here's a shallow cut to the away action, triggers a curl. 1-2, 1-1002, he's posting up, not there. Dribble over, handoff, screen. There's the exit on the opposite side. We got a little pull-up jump shot. Nebraska Wesleyan scores the basketball too. This is not a slow offense. I know that Princeton can get a bad rap for being slow. I think, that was years and years ago when some of the less athletic teams may have been running it for that reason, because they were a little less athletic. They could slow the game down. They could lull you to sleep. They could backdoor you. They could shoot the basketball. It's not necessarily that way anymore. It's not taught that way. It can be taught as a hybrid. It can be taught a lot quicker. Richmond runs it really well. Air Force, Furman, Sacramento Kings run it really well. Here's this middle cut. And what I would teach our guys is we would come out. We would receive an exit screen off this middle cut. Nebraska Wesleyan does not do that. They're going to rotate the ball to the other side, get into the screen and roll. Here comes the exit screen. And a penetration lane and a foul. Here's the pop, the away action. Post up. Not there. Here comes the pick and roll with the exit screen. Again, the lane's open, draws the foul. We have entry to the away. Now, you've run this. You've been scouted. This is a great opportunity once or twice a game for this point man to catch and attack opposite of the split. Draws the help. It's a great opportunity for the corner man to cut behind the help defense for a layup. He sees the defender's numbers. He sees the back of his head. That triggers a cut. Brush entry, post up, loses his guy, spins back to the ball. I love the footwork here. Gets going through the lane, stops on a dime, spins back, gets a catch on the block, draws a foul. Brush entry. There's the away split. There's the post up, not there. There's a burn cut, not there. So we're going to dribble into the zoom. Here we have a brush, the pop. So here comes the pick and roll, the exit screen, and the zoom. We go shallow cut to away. They do a great job flowing, keeping it a constant movement from one action to the next. They got into away twice on that possession. It's a brush entry to the away. Ball screen, exit screen. And then they flow back into away. Great pace on these cuts out of these splits. And that's one thing that I think is a separator in the Princeton offense is the pace that your cutters are moving with. Here's the roll off the exit screen this time. Great pass by number 24. Catch that defender on your back. That's the right read. Drop it over the top and get a layup. Here comes a brush entry. We got the away split, the pick and roll. There's an exit screen, open shot. Again, you're playing out of splits, you're playing out of pick and rolls, you're playing out of handoffs, and you're playing off exit screens. You're playing off opportunities to shoot the ball. Here comes the entry. Now here's a great example of throwing a cutter open. Just a phenomenal pass. That's also another separator, is getting your guys comfortable enough to throw that pass. When do they throw it? Can they make the read? How do they throw it? Here's the post up off the split. Cut. Score. Brush. Split. Here comes a burn cut. Throw guys open. Just phenomenal passing by this group. But you got to spend time teaching your guys what these reads are and why. Here comes the burn again. His defender gets up the line a little bit. Hard plan on his right foot. Takes him backdoor. Throws him open. If that burn's not there, they would have flown into the zoom action with the corner man. Here we go down the middle. And we go dribble handoff. Exit screen. Defender's under the screen. Shot. Here's Nebraska Wesleyan out of the point spin action. So if this point man is denied, it'll trigger this spin. They're playing him hard a little bit there. The on-ball defender is sagged off to take it away. He spins. This triggers a 45 cut from the wing. And then we flow to the next action. Great pass. There's no entry. Triggers a reversal. Now we're flown into shuffle. I love this action. Triggers into the shuffle. Here there's a switch, which triggers a slip. Shuffle has probably been the easiest action we've scored out of the years. I have not ran it off the reversal. Here comes the spin in the 45 cut. Now we're in 5 out. Flown into the away action. There's a cut with some pace, a curl. And we're playing a little bit of 5 out. The defender is not between you and the hoop. That triggers the burn. That triggers the backdoor. Nail that into your guys. If your defender is not between you and the hoop, go backdoor. Teach the passer. Throw the backdoor bounce pass. There's a brush entry. Here comes the away action. And then we're on this double burn. Hard, plants his feet, uses a little swim move, throws him open, finish. Early spin this time, triggers the 45. Get into the over action. Ball reversal triggers backdoor cuts. Here's one. This defender looks like he's trying to run through the handoff because they usually on the spin action will go 45 and then we'll come with the handoff. He's seen it. He's read it. Tries to jump it. Again, as an offensive player, you don't need to fight the defense. You don't need to fight him and try to go get that handoff. Just take him backdoor. Take what the defense will give you. Goes backdoor. Another great pass. Catch. Shoot. Score. Here's a little 5 out action from Nebraska Wesleyan. Early pressure, I notice with them, they'll pop their 5. Again, you're going to get teams that see you run the Princeton. They're going to try to pressure you. They're going to pick you up full court. Don't have to fight it. Pop your 5-man. We're in kind of a little forwards out entry. Here we create some movement. We relieve the pressure. And now we're playing. We go high post entry and looking high-low. Not there. Defender sags off. Jump shot. Score. Pop the 5-man. This little forwards out. Create some additional motion. Come back up and get the ball in the point guard's hands. Got a cut. Hit the high. And then we're looking high-low. Great job again by number 24. He walks to the opposite block. Spins back. Gets the bounce pass on the opposite block. So he has an angle and gets the bucket. Pop the 5. 5 out into the zoom action. Defender goes underneath the screen. That's a shot read. Pop the 5. Bring the point guard back up. Gets the catch. Now we create this cut from the opposite slot and this Gortat screen from the big man from number 4. See, he stops and kind of screens number 20 with his back. We've created a driving lane. Pop the 5. Here we get directly into a zoom action. Not there. Go to the next action. Drive. Number 45. Again, he can see the defender's number or the back of his head. He's ball watching. Doesn't see his man. Triggers a backdoor cut. We always taught our guys, you can jump to make a pass. You cannot jump to find a pass. So point guard jumps here. He's jumping to find this passing angle, drops it off for the dunk. Here's the spin action. So we go opposite, and we go with here would be the shuffle action, but he's going to reject the shuffle cut. So we're up over the top as a shooter. The second screener in the shuffle action is going to dive. Nothing there. We pop now into point. Go point over. Again, he's open here. Miss him. Also could probably throw the skip to the opposite corner with that sag defender, that opposite defender helping in. We float a point over. We hit flow into pick and roll. Here's Nebraska Wesleyan in the point over action. So we hit now the point man, instead of going away, we're going over. I'd like that corner man to hold a little bit longer. We got an over split. The curl, he's looking post up. That's not there, so he goes to the wing. So he's got 21's got two options. He can follow this into a pick and roll, or he can receive this UCLA cut. So he gets a UCLA cut, post up, pop. When we pop and reverse the ball, we're triggering the 45 cut. Pretty good job defensively up to this point. Late shot clock, draw help, dump off for the score. Here's the over action. Looks for the low post entry. So now we get into the low phase, which I haven't seen a ton from these guys. But we get a touch here, which then triggers the splits. A little pin in. Here we go fake handoff for the open driving lane. You got a cutting man from the corner on the help. Here's a good backdoor counter that they run. So again, you kind of lull people to sleep. They've scouted you. They defended it most of the game. Here there's a drive directly at the corner man. Number one is getting up the line a little bit. Looks like he's playing some denial. Looks like he's going to try to blow up a handoff. Loses track of his man. It's a hard plant and a cut back door. Check out more about the point series on CoachNateHartman.com. I have additional offensive breakdowns. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube at Coach Nate Hartman. I also have a point series playbook that I sell on sale right now for $14.99. Send me a DM, message me, and we'll get that over to you. Appreciate the support. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys next time.